In today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest Bitcoin technical analysis as Bitcoin is breaking out, looking to retest $38,000. And quoting Max Keiser, the high priest of Bitcoin, El Salvador has something better than the Second Amendment in the age of unconfiscatable violence demonetizing Bitcoin. Every citizen has the right to run their own node and self-custody Bitcoin. This will be legally codified into law. Let's go. Also breaking news just in, Commerzbank granted crypto custody license in Germany, making the German bank its first full-service bank in the country to receive a crypto custody license from local regulators. Also in today's show, is the BlackRock XRP ETF filing for real? Well, the authorities have begun their investigation. I'll be breaking down this latest report, as well as Mr. Wonderful, Kevin O'Leary, says that a new crypto exchange will compete with Binance coming out of Abu Dhabi and become the largest ever to be regulated. He says it's already backed by billions upon billions of dollars. Also in today's show, billionaire Shamath P predicts a market rally and says that $6 trillion is just awaiting to be deployed. Send it. Also breaking news, Cathie Wood of ARK Invest was making the rounds on mainstream television, explaining why the crypto market will explode to a $25 trillion market cap. Also be giving you her latest updates for her Bitcoin price action. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much freaking more in today's show. Welcome everyone just joining us. Let me know how the stream is. You can see we're pumping right now. Bitcoin is up $2,200 on the day. You gotta love it. We live for the pumps like this. Respect the pump. Without further ado, if you're new to the channel, make sure to smash that subscribe button to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day just like this, and also to get a live on-screen shout out from yours truly. Also be sure to smash the like button as it helps out tremendously with that YouTube algorithm. Now without further ado, let's kick it off as we do each and every day with our market watch, especially consider the market's pumping 37.7, 300 away from a new annual high. Let's freaking go. You can see the Bitcoin price action going parabolic right now, up 6% on the day and just getting started. We're halfway through Moonvember. Today is November 15th, so still lots of bullishness yet to come. We have Ethereum also up 3.5%, trading back above 2 Gs. We have Solana up 19%, trading at 65 bucks, and BNB of 5%, trading at $253. They say when in doubt, zoom out. So let's look at the 1 month. Holy moly. Bitcoin up almost 40% in the past 30 days. That's since Mr. Jim Cramer on Mad Money said, Mr. Bitcoin's going down. No, it looks like you're going down, Jim. Just saying. We also have Ether killing it, up 32%. Solana, one of the top gainers for the month, up almost 200%. Good Lord. XRP up 32%. Cardano up 52%, and BNB up 21%. And checking out coinmarketcap.com, the market cap sitting at 1.4 trillion with roughly 64 billion in volume. In the past 24 hours, Bitcoin dominance on the decline at 50.9%, with the Ether dominance at 17.3%. And checking out the top 100 crypto gainers of the past 24 hours, we got Kaspa leading the pack, up 27%, trading at 11.2 cents, followed by Thorchain up almost 25%, trading at $6, followed by Pancake Swap up 24%, trading at $2.78. Now, which altcoins are you currently most bullish on for this bull run? Please do let me know. And massive shout out to CoinMarketCap. I am officially now featured on their website as a content creator, which is pretty lit. So much love, much respect. Make sure to follow me over on CoinMarketCap. And checking out crypto bubbles, you can see for the day, virtually every major crypto in the green, no sign of anything in the red, and we just had a very strong consolidation. People were expecting another crash, but what have I been telling you here in the show? Bitcoin's going to retest and come back even stronger, and lo and behold, the entire market is ripping. And let's look for the past week. Massive gains once again. You even got scam tokens like FTT up 157%. And let's check out for the past month. Holy moly. Some of these tokens are up hundreds of percent, which is insane. Is there an alt season amongst us? What are your thoughts, fam? Do let me know. And checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, we're currently rated a 60 in greed. We pulled back just a bit. Yesterday was a 69, last week a 66, and last month a 47, which is neutral. So there you have it. All right, we're gonna continue pumping. So we'll be at 38,000 here shortly, probably as we're doing our technical analysis for the king. So without further ado, let's break down the Bitcoin price action, the charts of where the price is likely heading next. Now do keep in mind, we just started pumping insanely right before I went live, and this article is probably not going to reflect it. So I also have the latest technical indicators pulled up on TradingView so I can show it to you after I read you this. Now check it out. Bitcoin succumbed to profit booking November 13th and the 14th, which pulled the price below 35,000. You had your opportunity to stack those sats, fam. I told you that 2-for-1 fire sale was disappearing, and lo and behold, it's already gone. Corrections are a normal part of the everyday move up and considered healthy, as I mentioned to you. A note of caution to the eager dip buyers is that Glassnode data shows the number of whale wallets with more than $1,000 worth of Bitcoin dropped to its lowest level in the past month, indicating that some whales may be sold into the recent strength. Now, Decent Trader co-founder Phil Philb said in a recent interview that a drawdown could come before the rally, leading into the Bitcoin halving in April of 2024, meaning that the Bitcoin 2024 halving is only 5 more months away. Let's go. Phil believes that Bitcoin can pick up the pace after that and reach 46 to 48,000 per coin by the halving. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the analyst. Now, could Bitcoin and select alts resume their uptrend? Let me know. Or will the higher levels attract solid selling by the bears? Let's start with our BTC analysis. Bitcoin re-entered the ascending channel pattern November 13th, which may have trapped the aggressive bulls. That started a liquidation effect, which pulled the price to the channel support line November 14th, just yesterday. The strong bounce off of the support line suggests the lower levels continue to attract buyers. The bulls will try to push the Bitcoin price above that resistance line, but may encounter strong selling by the perma bears. Now, if the price turns down and breaks below the channel, it will suggest that trading and traders are rushing to the exits. That may yank the price to the 32.4 to 31,000 support zone, but it doesn't look like we're heading that ways. We're pumping, fam. The bulls are expected to aggressively buy at those lower levels. In fact, that's precisely what they did. The bulls will be back in control after we hit a price action of above $38,000, which we're on the cusp of smashing right now. Now for the technical indicators here on TradingView. Check this out. Overall, right now, there is a strong buy signal. There's only one sell signal for the overall summary on the day with 9 neutral signals. And if we look at the oscillators, as we scroll down, you see it on the left of your screen. Only one sell signal, 8 neutral, and 2 buy. And when it comes to moving averages, which tells the story of the tail, 14 buy signals and 0 sell signals with 1 neutral. So a great opportunity to buy your position into Bitcoin as we continue to rip and test that $40,000 resistance. And I should say 38, then 40, but we're on the cusp of reclaiming it right this moment. And quoting the high priest of Bitcoin, the one and only Max Kaiser, he says El Salvador has something better than the Second Amendment. Now, how many of you are familiar with the Second Amendment of the United States Constitution? It's your rights to bear arms, just FYI. He says, in the age of unconfiscatable violence demonetizing Bitcoin, every citizen has the right to run their own node and self-custody their Bitcoin. This will be legally codified into law. So even if Bukele didn't get reelected, this could be written into their law forever, kind of like the United States Constitution, which is a pretty big deal. So shout out to Bukele and all the beautiful people in El Salvador. So there you have it, fam. That was the latest TA. You can see all the buy signals in the market right now. But all right, fam, now let's break down our next story of the day and discuss a major bank in Germany becoming a crypto custodian, which is a pretty big deal. So let's freaking go. Breaking news just in. The German bank Commerzbank has been granted a crypto custody license by their local regulators. According to a brand new November 15th announcement by the lender, Commerzbank says it is the first full-service German bank to be granted this license in the country under the legal framework of the German Banking Act. This allows it to offer custody of crypto assets and will enable it to offer further digital asset services. Now, I'm not going to pretend I could even try to comprehend this guy's name, but the chief operating officer of the bank said that acquiring the license is an important milestone. This highlights our ongoing commitment to applying the latest technologies and innovations, and it forms the foundation for supporting our customers in the areas of digital assets. The bank said it's the first step now, which is to establish a platform that is both secure and reliable and which fully complies with the local regulations while supporting its institutional clients through crypto custody services via the blockchain. Now, when Cointelegraph reached out, they didn't have further info on the development, but Commerzbank follows similar news out of Germany, where the country's third largest bank, which is DZ Bank, revealed its crypto custody offerings for institutional investors a couple of weeks ago on November 6th. So Germany, let's go. DZ Bank announced a new platform for processing and storing digital financial instruments. It also said it applied for a crypto custody license in June of this year to allow institutional investors and private customers to buy cryptocurrencies. Now, in September, the U.S. crypto custody firm BitGo received a license from the German Federal Financial Supervisor Authority to expand its compliance with local regulations after 3 years of operating its dedicated local subsidiary. Now, the crypto landscape in Germany has gained significant momentum over the last year. In March, we had Deutsche Wertpapier Service Bank launching its WP Next crypto trading platform, literally offering 1,200 banks and savings banks in Germany access to the digital asset industry. So there you have it. Mass adoption is occurring around the world. So Germany, where you at? How many of you tuned in right now are from Germany? Please do let me know. And what's the crypto landscape looking like in your country and where you're from? Regardless of where it is, do the banks hassle you or give you a hard time when you want to buy Bitcoin or do something crypto related? Please do let me know, because that seems to be the unfortunate reality here in the United States. We still got a lot to cover. I know the chat is lit. I appreciate it. But there was a big rumor circulating across X and all the social platforms that BlackRock is anticipating an XRP ETF because they were filing for an ETP. Now, there's a lot of controversy surrounding this because the ETF experts over at Bloomberg, they said they verified with BlackRock that it's not true, but then the people who initially leaked the information said, no, this is true, and they're hiding it from you. And now the regulators are investigating. So here's the latest report of what's going on. The Delaware authorities have taken over the case involving the false BlackRock XRP ETF filing, which appeared on the Delaware's Department of State Division of Corporations Monday, 2 days ago. Here we go. Amidst the excitement surrounding the introduction of ETFs into the crypto market, concerns have also been raised about the existence of falsified ETF filings in the market. Is it fraud? What's going on? Let's find out. A regulatory filing suggests that BlackRock filed an XRP ETF, has been going viral in the crypto space. However, BlackRock swiftly debunked the allegations and clarified it has not filed any ETFs other than its Spot Bitcoin ETF and Ethereum Spot ETF. So at this time, according to BlackRock's own words, they're just coming for your Bitcoin and Ethereum, not your XRP yet. But according to Bloomberg, the Delaware Department of Justice issued an official investigation on the false BlackRock XRP ETF filing. As it manipulated the market instantly, we pumped big time. Then once they denied the rumor, it instantly dumped, just like that. Now, the case was handed over by the Delaware Division of Corporations. Senior Bloomberg ETF analyst Eric Balchunas revealed in an X post that the spokesperson for the Delaware Department of the State confirmed that the fraudulent XRP ETF filing has been given to the authorities. That they claim straight up it's 100% fraudulent. Quoting Balchunas here, latest on the fake XRP ETF filing. Our only comment that this matter has been referred to the Delaware Department of Justice. The spokesperson said, damn, someone out there is crapping their pants as we speak, he stated. Now, presently, the BlackRock XRP ETF filing is still displayed on the Delaware website, showing one of the BlackRock managing directors, Daniel Swager, as a registered agent. It is unclear what the results of the investigations carried out by the authorities would yield. However, if the fake filing is found to be real, it can lead to fraudulent charges on the party responsible. So So there you have it. Now, recently, the crypto space has been plagued with deceptive information, which caused erratic price movement on certain cryptos. XRP is the latest victim of these price manipulation tactics. Now, the crypto experienced gains of over 15% following the news of XRP ETF filing by BlackRock. And after the rumors were officially denied by the asset management company, it lost its gains and is currently trading back at around 65 cents, maybe closer to 70 cents now with this recent pump. Now, other deceptive schemes include the rumors of BlackRock Spot Bitcoin ETF Approval by the US SEC, which caused that uptick a couple of weeks back in the Bitcoin price action, and which took us to these new annual highs. There have also been deep fake scam videos going rampant in the crypto space. A particular incident featured a deep fake video impersonating the Ripple CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, giving out false information and giveaways. Red alert right there. If any CEO or influencer or any human being says, hey, send me 1 Bitcoin and I'll send you back 2, or send me 10 XRP, I'll send you back 20, it's always going to be a scam because they would never be that stupid. Just FYI to all the newbies just watching. Now, Ripple's CEO has warned the XRP community to be cautious of these scams targeting XRP holders. Garlinghouse has also stated that community members should endeavor to get all the info only from the official Ripple channels. Quoting Garlinghouse here, there's been an uptick in deep fake scam videos, overlaying new words with old footage from Ripple events. Now remember, don't trust, verify. Sage advice, and this goes for all cryptocurrencies and all influencers. One of the most common ones I see all the time on YouTube is a Elon Musk video or Jeff Bezos or Bill Gates, and it's the same scam each and every time. Send me X amount of Bitcoin and I will double it and send you X amount back. And so many people fall for that. It's mind-boggling. It's sad, but it's the reality we're in. Can you smell that? 40,000's in the oven, son. Amen. Send it and let's freaking go. But anyways, fam, without further ado, we still got a lot to cover. We discussed the BlackRock XRP ETF filing being false, according to top ETF analysts over at Bloomberg. Now let's discuss the new blood, a new crypto exchange coming out of Abu Dhabi, according to Kevin O'Leary. Now, again, anything Kevin O'Leary shares, take with a grain of salt, as he was behind FTX as an official ambassador. He was pumping Sam Bankman-Fried, even after he got, all these fraudulent charges, and after scamming people for billions of dollars. He's like, I still believe in him. Yes, I would start another business with him. So he could probably sell his soul for any amount of money, clearly. But nonetheless, he's talking a big game. He's talking about this big exchange backed by billions of dollars out of Abu Dhabi. Let's break this baby down. Here we go. How many of you saw that video with O'Leary? Let me know. Shark Tank star Kevin O'Leary says the new crypto exchange is coming. And why doesn't the Shark Tank discuss anything crypto related? Is that by design? What are your thoughts? But I think I just saw Pompliano and William Clemente on it. I don't know for sure, but it looks like they were taking pictures with Mr. O'Leary, so I was wondering if they were on the Shark Tank. But nonetheless, it boggles my mind why not everything is crypto related. They should have a dedicated Shark Tank specific for crypto, in my opinion. But anyways, in a new interview, O'Leary says a new crypto exchange is coming that will take business away from the industry's leading giants. We all know he's not a fan of CZ and Binance because he was also throwing them under the bus when he was being questioned by Congress, if you remember that. In the new interview with Fox Business, the venture capitalist says the days of the crypto cowboy are long gone. O'Leary says that a new firm based in Abu Dhabi called M2 will become the largest regulated crypto exchange in the world, backed by billions of dollars in capital with connections to large institutional players. Quoting him here, the age of the crypto cowboy, those days are over. We have the pending announcement rumored. In the next 10 days, they will announce M2 in Abu Dhabi, the largest exchange ever that's regulated with billions of dollars backing it, tied to huge financial institutions. Now, I'm curious, who do you think these huge financial institutions are? Because isn't BlackRock the largest financial institution in the world? Anyways, he continues. So unfortunately, no American can register there. Boo! But really, what they are going after is Binance, clearly, which will probably lose half of its accounts to the new M2. It looks like a crypto takeover. Now, because now you can go off something that the SEC is suing and go on a compliant exchange that's backed by billions of dollars and huge financial institutions. So clearly, he's just against Binance and CZ, and he wants to take half their business away, hence why he's promoting this. And he probably got paid tens of millions of dollars to be an ambassador here, just like he got paid with FTX. But anyways, the investor says he so badly wants to be an early investor in the new project. Kevin O'Leary promoted FTX shortly before it collapsed, and its CEO was arrested, as we know, for fraud charges, and he's facing up to 100 years in prison. Then in October, O'Leary made similar comments about the M2 exchange. Could it be deja vu? He shared here, this hasn't been announced yet, but in Abu Dhabi, they're planning to launch the new exchange to replace both FTX and Binance, and they're going to get billions of dollars on it, called M2. It is going to be totally compliant, backed by billions of dollars, incredibly stable, ownership transparency, and it'll be used by anybody in the world legitimately on a compliant basis. It's going to become the new standard in exchanges because you can't hold Bitcoin without an exchange for liquidity. So there you have it. What are your thoughts on this M2 exchange that O'Leary is pumping? Let me know your honest thoughts in the comments right down below. And if you had the opportunity to use that exchange right now, how many of you would go to it and go make some trades, maybe buy some Bitcoin, maybe trade some alts for some BTC, get ready for this Bitcoin halving? Let me know your honest thoughts in the comments right down below. So let's move on to our next story of the day, and let's discuss $6 trillion entering the crypto market, according to Billionaire Chamath P. And then we'll dive into the latest from the one and only Cathie Wood, the greatest of all time, her $25 trillion crypto market cap prediction, along with her latest updated price predictions for Bitcoin. But first, here's the latest from Chamath P. Here we go. Billionaire venture capitalist Chamath P., and he's an early Bitcoin investor as well, if you didn't know, says the markets are ripe for a strong rally as the deluge of capital looks to find a new home. In a new episode of the All In Pod, the billionaire says that the macro picture is starting to look positive for the United States. The social capital founder first looks at the CPI, which tracks the country's rate of inflation over time. And according to Chamath, the CPI is starting to roll over, indicating that high inflation rates are a thing of the past. Quoting him here, we're really in a decent place with inflation. If you think about what's going to happen in the next 6 months, it's mostly in the bag. There is a lag effect on a handful of CPI components, specifically rents, which when you roll them into this inflation rate, you're going to see it really turn over very quickly. So we know that inflation is falling, and it's going to fall even more. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the analyst. He also then looks at the amount of capital stockpiled right now in money market funds. And according to the venture capitalist, trillions of dollars worth of capital may move out of the money market funds and flow directly into the stock market to chase higher gains. As he shares here, I think the setup is basically the following. There is less money in the system. That's a positive. There is more money on the sidelines. Look at the amount of money in money market funds, $6 trillion and growing. So that's really positive sign, which is money we'll need to find a home. And how much of that 6 trillion do you think will find a home in Bitcoin? I mean, if you had the opportunity to invest your money in the stock market versus Bitcoin, what would you do? Let me know. So that's trillions of dollars that have to get deployed. Now you introduce rate cuts, and that's a real accelerant. More than likely, I think what that means is the markets are set up to do pretty well. Equity markets specifically. Now, Chamath P. ends his analysis by saying he is optimistic about the prospects of the U.S. economy, with the Federal Reserve poised to cut rates by mid-2024. As he shares here, inflation is very much in the rearview mirror. Rates are going to get cut by the middle part of the year. The economy looks like it's going to be a soft landing. That is actually very beneficial for the sitting president. It is also good for equities. It's good for us. I think we had a fundamental change. So there you have it. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the billionaire venture capitalist. And do you think that 6 trillion, a lot of it can pour into Bitcoin? Let me know your thoughts. Because right now, the crypto market cap all-time high peak that we hit back in November of 2021 was roughly $3 trillion. And right now, we're probably under 2 trillion. So we have a lot of growth to come yet. You know what I mean? And speaking of Bitcoin, ladies, now let's discuss the GOAT of all female investors, and that is Cathie Wood. Here's her latest Bitcoin analysis, her price prediction, and as far as how high the crypto market cap will climb. She made some very bold predictions recently, making the rounds across all the mainstream media programs. So here's the latest of what Cathie Wood has to share. First, let's start with some tweets. Cathie Wood says something has changed in the SEC's attitude to a spot Bitcoin ETF. The chances of approval have gone up. If you agree with that sentiment, let me know. ETF analysts James Seyfarth and Eric Balchunas give it a 90% chance that the spot Bitcoin ETF be approved by January 10th, which is the second deadline. The first deadline is this week, only 2 days away this Friday, the 17th. Now, she also says that $600,000 Bitcoin is the base case, but could go higher because of scarcity, institutional adoption, and the spot Bitcoin ETF. Facts. Now, if the SEC does not allow the conversion of GBTC into a spot Bitcoin ETF and Grayscale sues the commission in response, something to keep in mind, the approval schedule for all the Bitcoin ETFs could be postponed per ARK Invest CEO Cathie Wood. So there is a black swan occurrence which could occur. We could all be anticipating this ETF potentially this week or by January 10th, but then the SEC does the inevitable and basically forces legal action by GBTC, pushing back the deadline. Once again, be prepared for all scenarios because we don't know how it's going to play out. Now, the CEO of ARK Invest, here was the interview. How many of you watched this? Let me know. I did some JV React sessions to these. She explains that Gary Gensler understands the technology behind Bitcoin very well. Quoting her, paraphrasing, yeah, he taught Bitcoin at MIT, which is fact. She believes Gary Gensler may be holding the spot Bitcoin ETF hostage due to his interest in becoming a Treasury Secretary. Fire Gary Gensler already. Replace this mofo with Hester Pierce, the crypto mom. This is shady as all hell. He's just looking out for his own best interests, not looking out for the best interests of the investors here in the United States, which couldn't be any more clear, personally, in my opinion. But anyways, let's discuss this $25 trillion prediction she shares by the year 2030. Appearing on CNBC's Squawk Box today, ARK Invest CEO Cathie Wood outlines her expectations for the crypto market as U.S. regulations become more clear and financial institutions become to adopt the asset class. And we all know that Bitcoin is already an asset class. Now, anyone owning Bitcoin knows this is global. Quoting her here, this is not just a U.S. opportunity, and it's big, says Wood. It's going to scale from a little more than $1 trillion today to $25 trillion market cap in 2030 as this new world builds out. Now, here's some perspective. Wood highlighted the growing interest from Wall Street firms in offering digital assets to their clients as the primary reason she's enthusiastic about the forthcoming price surge, particularly the application from BlackRock to offer the spot Bitcoin ETF with leading crypto exchange Coinbase as the custodian. Quoting her here, I think this regulatory breakthrough is very important to bring institutions online effectively, and I think BlackRock and Coinbase's partnership is going to be very important. Wood offers unique perspective on the institutional push into crypto, as she has been one of the earliest adopters of this asset class through ARK Invest. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe she started accumulating Bitcoin at roughly $500 per coin. And if you do the math today, she's up more than 60x and just killing it. Now, one of the firms joining BlackRock in pursuit of the spot Bitcoin ETF offering, quoting her here, here. She has been bullish on Bitcoin and Ethereum for quite some time, explained the Street's crypto Aaron Arnold. She is known as a Coinbase investor and bull, and she recently named Solana as another crypto, which she likes. She is putting her capital where her mouth is, and of course, the big catalyst we're all waiting for is the approval of her and the host of other spot Bitcoin ETFs, including BlackRock's. Wood added that she believes the crypto market's growth over the next few years will be carried primarily by Bitcoin and Ethereum as the primary of the market share, which there already are, the two leading assets. And if you look at both, either in Bitcoin or Ether, expectations is that the crypto asset ecosystem will be dominated by those two facts. And she added that her optimism is buoyed by her experience investing in early internet companies and the explosive growth that revolutionary tech seen to become mainstream. This feels like the early internet again, and it is a very, very big idea. Now, for Wood and many other convinced or convicted crypto investors, the value of this asset class stems primarily from its unique diversification away from legacy economies and central banks. This is a new asset class. It's a source of diversification, and we would add it's a hedge. Cathie Wood also calls Bitcoin a hedge against deflation as well as a hedge against inflation. And now for her most recent $1.48 million bullish price scenario for the King Crypto. Here we go. Cathie Wood, we know as the founder of ARK Invest, the investment firm with over $6 billion in assets under management, has come forward with a new price expectation for the King Crypto. The CEO chatted with history sheeter Natalie Brunell from the Coin Stories pod, where she made the new prediction. As Wood explains, the efforts of ARK Invest's research team have shown that Bitcoin's growth will be largely driven by institutional adoption. He expects a huge boom in digital assets as the next decade begins. Wood points to the trend towards adoption of new assets by these large institutional investors and how they often allocate their portfolios. As the CEO points out, 5 to 6% of institutional investor portfolios were allocated to assets like real estate after managers tested the waters. Bitcoin can be seen in the testing water stage, where institutional investors are still only putting 1% into the digital asset just to see how it turns out. Then gradually they expand their allocation until they reach the 5 to 6% range. Now, when that happens, as Wood mentioned earlier, Bitcoin will cross that 6-figure mark. Word up. Now, Wood told Natalie that she wants the price of Bitcoin to surpass $1 million by 2030. But that doesn't mean that the CEO doesn't expect the digital asset to grow further, as she puts it as high as $1.48 million per coin over the next 7 years. Let me know if you agree or disagree. The founder of ARK Invest further points out that some companies are already starting to exceed the conservative 1% allocation. Quoting her here, Tesla, Square have Bitcoins on their balance sheet, but we make very cautious assumptions, and I think the corporate treasury assumption, 2.5% of all cash and cash equivalents into Bitcoin. Quoting her again, and if we are right and the purchasing power of Bitcoin will become so evident in the coming years, that means purchasing power will increase instead of cash dollars, now remaining very flat, if not worsening in real terms. More and more corporate treasuries are going to put Bitcoin on their balance sheet. So there you have it, fam. What are your thoughts surrounding her $1.48 million bullish Bitcoin price scenario by 2030? Let me know your thoughts in the comments right down below. And as I mentioned, her new base case is above $600,000 per coin. Send it and let's freaking go. You already know with a 25 trillion market cap, it is going to be lit. And yes, Bitcoin has the potential to run up to multiple 7 figures, especially as she pointed out, once those allocations from asset managers rise from just a 1 or 2% to a 5, 6, 7%, 10%, game on. We're talking about unprecedented levels of money entering Bitcoin, and especially when we got that ETF, which is the green light for the money to come. And we're talking about a total addressable market north of $700 trillion. So there's plenty of capital in the world. And right now, the market of Bitcoin I would describe as nascent, just a pup getting started. For real, for real.